Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 14 Week 6 Day 7. So today, of course, we're going to be going over all the weekly spoilers for the week. And if you haven't already seen, we have finally, no longer soon TM'd, but we have finally posted the Mythic Tier List video. Been meaning to cover that for a while now, but it is up now with all the timestamps and everything. And gosh, I drastically underestimated how long it would take to timestamp that video. I was still doing it some this morning because after I did the whole first list, I didn't have to do the alphabetical list, and luckily I didn't have to like re-timestamp them then. But you know, it was quite a process. Anyways, if we randomly lose connection tonight, there's currently a thunderstorm here, by the way. So if we randomly disconnect, we're probably not coming back. Hopefully we won't, but there's a chance we do. So just a heads up if we randomly have like a 15-minute stream tonight, but we're going to be going for the full amount of time as long as we still have electricity. But anyways, so in other news, yeah, let's go over all the weekly spoilers before we lose electricity, and then the rest of the time we're pretty much just going to be farming, you know, merchants and everything. Anyways, let's start with the official news. So latest news, go to the official post. We got the Flower Child. It is a 12 mana cost green yellow and converts all reds to greens and conjures a Leaf Storm off of Empower. So this has a lot of potential. The other one based around this premise is pretty good. It converts brown to red and creates a red storm. This converts red to green and creates a green storm. So a little bit different, if anything, denying that red. But yeah, anything that gets an Empower immediately into a storm has a lot of potential. This is particularly relevant because of a few troops that it synergizes with directly. Most notably things like Truffle, things like Beatrix. But also, despite it not having typing overlap, it also synergizes with Todd, so you can get that green loop. Because sometimes you already sacrifice a troop just for the green storm anyway, so you can kind of do it that way. And have a few less gem spawn, but have, you know, that immediate green storm, that immediate green conversion. But I feel like it's mostly going to be used with Truffle and or Beatrix. Probably the biggest beneficiaries of having a perpetual green storm. Technically Goblin teams do, but generally Goblin teams want 4 times Goblin. And they're probably going to use the guy that starts with green storm, the String Fiddler or whatever his name is, rather than her still, even though the other thing doesn't have Empower. But yeah, there's a lot of instances where we could use this. There are not too many good ways to do green storms currently within the game. Normally you just use Hero Class if you want green storm or something similar. So be able to have a nice Empower that does it and have the green convert, really, really solid. So interesting to see how that pans out. But yeah, very solid Empower converter, as is pretty much all of them. Also, you know this is going to be used for Guild War. This is going to be used on Green Guild War Day, 100%. Everyone's going to adjust. Actually, what am I even set on Green Guild War Defend? Because everyone's Green Guild War Defend shall shift into that next week, almost guaranteed. Where is it? Isn't that next week, or is it 2 weeks from now? But, oh yeah, we can actually get rid of, like, Malcandessa. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be fun. Yeah, we could drop Malcandessa for, whatever her name is, for Daughter of Yasmin. Interesting. Also, oddly enough, Daughter of Yasmin stronger than Yasmin. We covered the Mythic Tier List earlier, and yeah, I think we put Yasmin in what, C? Somewhere around there, it's pretty mid-range. But this thing's actually above that, if it was, you know, in the same category. But very interesting. Anyways, as far as the scoring for the World Event next week, I believe it is just rarity order, so that's nice. Just double-checking. As battles get harder... Okay, so you do want to keep taking the same ones, but it's still rarity order. Just don't take Earth Dreamer and you're good to go. Alright, so rarity order, don't take Earth Dreamer. And that's all you need for the World Event. Very straightforward. Anyways, let's go check the good old Terran's World. Unfortunately, not too much happening next week. Biggest thing is honestly probably the Epic we're getting tomorrow. It's probably the biggest thing all week, because we don't have a weekend event next weekend. And by that, I mean we have Arena. But anyways, we have the World Event we just went over. With the most relevant thing being we're getting Daughter of Yasmin coming in. For the Glory Shop, so definitely make sure to get that, get it maxed. Faction will be associated to that of Forest of Thorns, which is Primal Rift. Wednesday we have ourselves a pet rescue for, I believe this is one of the old ones, but the first time it's been available for a Wednesday event. So this is the Mythic... Okay, so this is actually the Mythic pet. Interesting. I hope they do this for the Infernus one, because I still need the Infernus one. When's the next Broken Spire event? I really hope they do that then. But yeah, they're doing the Mythic pet for Forest of Thorns. So this has never had a Wednesday event. It has been obtainable for free. Like this was money locked initially, and then immediately after it was available for free. However, it was complete luck based to get it. So this is the first time you can consistently get Yasmin's Petal if you don't already have it. So yeah, I'll be able to do that this Wednesday. And I might even be able to upgrade it some, because I don't think I have it maxed now that I think about it. If I go to pedal, yeah, I don't have it maxed, so yeah, we'll get more progress on it. Even though we have copies of it, I have not maxed it all the way. Anyways, Thursday we have our self-class event for Forest of Thorns class, which is Archer. Used to be pretty good back in the day, but ever since the perks came into the game, it's pretty average. It's mostly used for Greenstorm. But now that we have a new Empower Green, we might not need it for Greenstorm as often anymore. We could just use the new Yasmin troop that's coming out tomorrow. And of course, this weekend we have no event. It's Arena. So unfortunately, another uneventful week where pretty much everything is happening this Monday. But I guess the pet rescue being slightly more relevant this week. But the most relevant things are the new Glory Troop, which is actually going to be pretty cool. Also, speaking of relevant things, I haven't grabbed this yet. I'll try to make sure I don't. Just to remind everyone, but if you haven't already, 2 things you should make sure you do today. First is make sure you claim your free 50 gems off of the summer thing. I'll be getting another 50 next week, and if I had to guess based on summer theme, they're probably going to do blue and red. So next week we'll get a few, next Sunday, which is also Father's Day in America, we'll be able to get some amount of reds and 50 gems, so that'll be cool. A week from now. The other thing is, today I believe is the last day, unless they're putting it for a couple weeks, but I believe today is the last day to get a 1,000 diamond Carandera. If you can somehow scrap together 1,000 diamonds and you don't have Carandera, you should make sure you go get Carandera, as it'll never be cheaper than this. I'm not sure if today's officially the final day of doing it, but I would still do it just in case. And is that the only thing to mention? Yeah, I think that's it. So, claim your free gems and make sure to get him if you don't already have a copy, as he will never be cheaper than 1,000 diamonds, as normally, you know, mythics are 4,000 diamonds, and it was due to some kind of issue that happened on Monday. Anyways, I guess we'll clear through the dailies and go from there. I believe my guild has finished out all the events, so let me go claim those, so we won't have to do any of them, which would be nice, but we could get something good from them. Oh, that's funny, we got an Iron Man title. That is funny. Alright, what's on this? You need a Twinkie, or Twinkle. I thought that said Twinkie! That's funny. Need to twinkle. Anyways. Let's see. I read that completely wrong. I read that as need a Twinkie. I guess I have food on the brain. I did eat before this stream. But anyways. So, we did that. Let's go grab dungeons. It is Diamond Day, so before we even get into anything, they have changed this as of several months ago to be able to just buy it immediately, even if you haven't already done the first battle. Can we get a perfect? No, curse. Okay, only curse. That's not bad. Honestly, curse alone does pretty much nothing. Bring back Zolgoth. There is a decent amount of impervious today, though. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone. Hope all you guys have been having a wonderful weekend. Hello, Bill. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Shelly S. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Easy Breezy. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Chad. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Bill. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, Jamie. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. Hello, Gimli. What about the 2 copies? Any team for 2 Carandera? Not really. You don't really need more than 1 Carandera. It does make his curse a bit more consistent, but normally it's better to run Obsidious plus Carandera. And if you have Enraged Carandera, it's actually better to run Enraged Carandera plus Carandera. There's pretty much no reason to ever double up on normal Carandera. Because if you're going to do something like that, you're either preparing it with Obsidious, which is kind of like doubling up on it, but you get stun and curse, or you double up on it by using Enraged Carandera, so you get more team bonus. There's pretty much no situation where you ever double up onto Carandera itself. So having more than 1 copy is not really relevant. The only reason I did it is because it's never going to be cheaper, so I figured I'd get a few copies. In case I eventually try to get 4 of every mythic or something, I'm not sure. But the only reason I got more was, not because it's actually viable to have more, but just because it's so cheap. That may as well. But there's no reason to get more than 1, though. What do we need here? Because we have so many diamonds, we don't know what to do with them, so that's something I did with them. We just buy a max stack of them. I'm actually still surprised they haven't added anything for it. I'm curious if 7.0 will. There's the only thing you can do with diamonds is like in the game once you... Oh, no, that's not good. Once you've gotten every mythic is just convert them into souls, which is absurdly bad value to do. Now, we're going to have to kill him by spamming Angry Mob, which luckily is a very viable strategy. Though a very slow one compared to just killing him with Zolgoth. By this point, this battle is so won that it's still quicker to kill him with this than it is to just restart the whole fight. So we will hit him with 1 billion Angry Mobs. And this is why we use Angry Mob and not something else. So we have a backup plan just in case for this exact moment. Where we kind of get locked out of the fight. Oh, so hello, George. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, final battle for dungeons. See if we can get anything here. You're still in the middle of watching the tier list? Yeah, it's going to take a while. It's a very long video. I put timestamps there so it'd be easier to reference in the future and everything. But it is a very long video if you want to go through the whole thing. And I've watched pretty much the whole thing twice now. Once when I did the timestamps, and again just in the background while I was just messing around with some of the stuff. So theoretically, I've seen the video 3 times, because once was me recording it, and 2 was me watching it after the fact. So in theory, I've seen the video 3 times. Within 3 days. Anyways, okay, we did that. Is there any other daily? Yes, we still have Adventure Board. And then I guess we're done with pretty much everything then. Oh yeah, we almost get good rewards from this. I really hate the new layout here. They need to change this. Revert back. But yeah, this menu, I can't get over how weird this menu looks compared to before. I'm not sure why they did this. But, yeah, we get him in a couple weeks. We're not quite there yet. And the tarot card's nothing relevant, so yeah, we gotta wait still a little while there. Anyways, let's go take out Adventure Board. Oh, a handful of gems. Nice. 35 gems. Not a huge amount, but you know, every little bit adds up. We'll use, we'll use the, one-shot team. You listen to the video while gold grinding? Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be merchant grinding tonight. As we pretty much have been almost all week lately. And next week as well. Mostly because there's not much else for us to grind at the moment, unless we want to do, like, Explore 12 grind. Until we get more Volkeys. I do want to get a lot more Volkeys next time around, though. We went a little light on the most recent one. But it's mostly because we went for 1,000 the one beforehand. Let's see, you missed it last night. 25 shiny Axus. Oh yeah, you mentioned that event. Nice. Yeah, I haven't played Pokemon since, like, February. I got so into it for a year, and then I just lost interest in it again. I think the biggest thing that got me was, oh no, Gen 8 was just really disappointing. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was also horrible. Like, Gen 8 did a couple things good, but, you know, the state that it launched in was just so disappointing. It was still a fun experience. It just lacked that much replay value. But I will be revisiting it once it gets all the DLC and everything. Yeah, I know it's for Pokemon Go, but yeah. I don't play Pokemon Go. Which is why I mentioned it. But, I don't know. We'll be back into Pokemon at some point. Maybe when they do Legends Arceus 2. Whatever the sequel is. Because that's what got me back into it last year. They just need a sequel that's even better than Legends Arceus. And hopefully the DLC will fix their most recent game. Anyways. Is this pet even relevant? I already have it maxed. It is relevant, though. But, we already maxed it, so we don't need it. Okay, I guess we go on the grind. I don't think we need to do anything else. Any Volkeys? Nope. We have opened every last Volkey. Other than the 777. Oh, do we still have 777? Come on, give us luck. We're holding on to the 777 Epic Volkeys. Also, I just realized we have 1,000 Dragonite. We can actually make another Diamantina if we wanted to. Should we? Since the other day, we actually have enough to Diamantina again. That would give us our 3rd Diamantina, right? Oh no, we already have 3. Oh, I can craft my 4th Diamantina. Ooh, I'm gonna hold off in case next patch does something with it. So I am gonna wait. But if next patch does nothing with Dragonite gems, we're gonna get ourselves our 4th Diamantina. For no reason other than because we can. There's really no reason to have more than 2. But even 2 is kind of stretching it a little bit. But yeah, we'll go get our 4th soon. We technically could right now. Anyways, let's go on the hunt. Go see if we can find anything good today. We found 0 angels last night, so hopefully we get a little bit better luck tonight. Could definitely use it. Trying to get as many big drops as we can. And now you have the tier list video to reference for your new account, yeah. Now every time you get a new mythic, you can be like, oh, where does this one fall? Is I assumed it would help newer players probably the most. These people who've been playing for a while kind of know where most things are. They might just want to check on a few things. But, you know, a newer player that doesn't know, like, what barely any mythic are, and they get a random mythic, you know, they might not know its overall viability compared to the rest of the stuff in the game. Which I feel like are the biggest beneficiaries of it. Just anyone who lacks most of the mythics and want to determine how good the mythic they just got is. So, hello, Random Walk. Hello, Jay. Welcome, welcome. As well as what mythics you might want to prioritize early on. I would still say, double Ironhawk. Ironhawk. Highest priority in the entire game to get. By far. Not even close. Originally for S++ tier, I was going to put only Ironhawk. But then I was like, there's a few others that kind of deserve to be there. But it was originally going to be only Ironhawk in it. But I think I put 3 others there. Iron Gut, Zolgoth, and Diamantina. What was my first mythic? My first mythic was the first mythic ever added, which was War. Oh no, why couldn't this be an angel? But, yeah, mythics didn't come in until a couple years into the game. So, I was already playing and had the resources to immediately get the first mythic that ever came out. Because there was a point when there were 0 mythics. And then when the first one came out, we got it, which was War. The first legend I ever got was Shadow Dragon. And back then he was actually usable. His ability worked a little bit different than it does now. I don't even think he had a gem convert. But I believe he still had 4 times poison. And back in the day, 4 times poison with a true damage poke was a lot better than it is now. Because poison damage was actually a bit more relevant because stats were like in single digit. So being able to do, 1 true damage every other turn or so. Kind of powerful if you're dealing with like 8 HP. Whereas nowadays, very absurdly weak. Oh, it does have a convert that I got like a year or 2 later. It's kind of funny because my first legend was actually 2 Shadow Dragons. First I got a Shadow Dragon within like 8 keys. And then like a few dozen later I got another Shadow Dragon. The Shadow Dragon was technically twice over my first legend in the game. But you also have to keep in mind there was a lot less legends at the time. So the chance of that happening was way higher. Because at the time there was 15 legends in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Give or take a few. Oh, it couldn't have been less, but yeah, I think there was like 15 mythics or so, legends or so. So compared to now, where there's like hundreds upon hundreds. So the chance of getting a repeat was a little bit more likely then, compared to these days. All the Spider-Man pointing at each other's... yeah, I remember that meme. When's the weapon tier list coming out? Oh yeah, I technically covered that on a stream back in 2021. Or was it 2022? I think it was 2022. But yeah, last year during our 6-year anniversary stream of the channel, we did a weapon tier list live. And I think I said during that is like, oh, I'll go make this into a video later. A more concise video. And then I never did. That was a little over a year ago. But yeah, on the 6-year anniversary stream of the channel, we covered a on-stream weapon tier list. But it was specifically only all the hero weapons. It wasn't like every weapon in the game. That would take forever. How many weapons are there these days? 500? Could you imagine? We would definitely have to limit it based on rarity or something. Like just legend and mythic weapons. Even though there's a few good epic ones. Because I'm pretty sure that number is like, what, 500? 4, 5, 600? Maybe not 600. But I know for sure it's at least a couple hundred. I know because we have every single one. Also, I almost have all the Doom weapons maxed too. Let me double check something. Oh wait, why am I doing this? I could just click here to see the number. Yeah, there's currently 516 weapons in the game. Wait, what am I missing? Wait. Oh yeah! There were 3 new weapons added in the most recent patch. Not a single one of these 3 have been available for free yet. And veteran players, I don't think they can get them in any way, shape, or form. I believe basically how these work is actually no one pretty much owns these weapons unless you started the game within the last like month or last couple of weeks. No one actually owns these weapons because these came in as basically new players get to choose one of these 3 weapons now at some point during the tutorial. Not immediately, but I believe like a little bit after. I'm not sure because I haven't made a new account since then. But they added these 3 weapons, so we won't be able to get them until the next Broken Spire. Oh, we get the Forest of Thorns one next week. Yeah, we won't be able to get them until the Broken Spire week, the Forest of Thorns week, and the Glacial Peaks week. So I guess there's another relevant thing happening next week. We get this weapon, the Hammer of Nature. It deals some light splash damage to an enemy and creates 7 green. And out of all 3 of these, I believe it's actually the strongest one, oddly enough. Because their effects are deal some damage to the first enemy, so you don't even get to target, then create some some red. So that's not good. Deal damage to whatever you want while doing light splash and creating 7 green, so this one's the best. And this other one deals some damage to an enemy and then creates 7 blues. So yeah, this one does the most overall damage. The Hammer of Nature. And it probably has like an entangle when you fully upgrade it too. Whereas this one probably has a freeze and this one probably has an enrage, if I had to guess. Which does make this one and this one. This one's the strongest, this one's the second strongest. And this one's by far the weakest. But yeah, we get this one next week. It'll be in Soulforge. Should be pretty cheap as well. But yeah, those came in the most recent patch. They're mostly just like a new choice that newer players can have as a weapon. And basically every new player should take the green one. I'm not sure if they will. But it is the strongest of the 3. As long as they don't take the red one. Yeah, we'll finally be able to get one of those next week. Almost all the Doom weapons. We theoretically could if we consolidate our scrolls. But I don't want to overuse them. So I'm waiting until we have enough major forgings to do it. But if I wanted to, I could technically upgrade them all right now. I'm just waiting until we have enough major forgings to do it. Which I think we're like 3 to 5 short or something. Which we'll probably have after next Vault event. After we open all the Vault keys from next Vault event, we will probably have enough. And next Vault event, we don't know when it is, but it's likely mid-July. So midway through next month. But no official date yet. We'll know the official date after we get next patch. After the 7.0 patch, we'll know the exact date of next Vault event. And that patch should be late this month or very early July. They're already doing the beta testing for it. Which I didn't bother signing up for. I was going to, and I was like, I'll just wait till it actually comes out. But it is going to be the big 7.0. So they're definitely doing something big. What that big thing is, I do not know. Oh, so have we gotten a single merchant or angel? We have. Wait, hold up. I just didn't take the reward from it, but we actually got, was that 1 or 2 merchants? I want to say 2. Wow, I am so bad at keeping track of merchant angels. I know for sure we haven't seen an angel yet, though. I always do that. I'm not sure why. With like, I have so many other things in the game, I feel like I remember to update it always. Or almost always. There's something about merchant angels, particularly the merchants. They always slip by. Yeah, later this month, early next month. Going to be probably the busiest time almost all year for Gems of War. Could be having almost everything going on. Oh wait, is it actually 14th July for the Vault event? I know earlier we weren't able to see far enough. I know before that was the furthest we could see. Meaning that could be the earliest it could have been. But yeah, there's a chance that it's just on that day. Unless that actually is in the files mentioning it now. But I know before that was the earliest it could have been. The last I recall didn't actually say the date on the thing. Even though it was the likely date of it occurring. Was that a little bit crisp, by the way? Welcome, welcome. If anyone else has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Otherwise, we're pretty much just hunting for this thing all stream. And you know what? We'll hand out a redeem code every time we find an angel tonight. All currently 0 of them. But realistically, they're like 3 per hour. Where are they? It's not an angel. Okay, we'll hand out 1 per angel up to 3. Though I highly doubt we're getting 3 tonight at this rate. You never know. Oh, it is actually on the thing. Never mind. Okay, well, that's convenient. Yeah, it is exactly mid-July. 14th. Unless it gets changed again. Yeah, like last time. Don't mark your calendar too hard. Because last Vault event got shifted by a week. Due to other issues that they had. Doesn't happen too often. Maybe like once a year. Not even. Well, there have been times they've switched up the dates. Either because a update got shifted, or some kind of art asset wasn't working, or any other billion other problems. It's not that common of occurrence, though. But they have done it here and there. But most recently just affecting the last Vault event that we just had. Or got shifted a week early. Because last weekend was supposed to be Vault weekend. But it was 2 weeks ago. Bill with the joke. Actually, I did have barbecue pork for dinner. It was pretty good. My mom has one of those, what would you even call that? Because I never cook with it. But it's, I want to say a crock pot? Because I can't think of any other name for it. But whatever you would normally do them in. Because normally I don't do up meats like that. As she happens to want to. Yeah, she did it the other day, and it came out pretty well. Isn't it called a crock pot? I can't even think of any other name to name it. It's definitely a something pot. As hello, Insane Gamer. Welcome, welcome. It might be a slow cooker. It was like oval shaped. A melting pot? No, it wasn't one of those. We do have one of those though. Like one of those fondue pots. We don't use it that often. I think the last time we used it was like years ago. It's just so much more convenient going to the place nearest, the fondue place nearest, than to make our own. Because it is so absurdly annoying to clean. Because the cheese gets like matted into it. Like it tastes good, but you know. The cleaning process after is not worth all the effort and everything. I'd rather spend a little more and go out for it. Which I haven't actually done since the pandemic. I have not been back to the melting pot since pandemic, so I haven't been there since early 2020. I got really addicted to it for a couple months, and then the pandemic happened, and I have not been there a single time since. It's been a little over 3 years now, like 3.5 years. Really should go revisit that at some point. They never really lowered the prices from when they hiked them during the pandemic, though. They hiked them during the pandemic and just kept them there. Oh, also I didn't count the other merchant. That's 4 merchants now. Though not too many loots, though. Oh, no, don't skip. I want the keys. A little bit of keys. Cleaning, just buy a new one. No. There are some things that are technically viable to do that with, though. Like, printers are a weird one like that. If you don't want to find one that you can buy third-party ink for, like, you either have to buy... Like, when it comes to printers, you either have to buy one where you can trick it with third-party ink and get the third-party ink very cheap, or it is literally cheaper to just keep rebuying a printer every single time you run out of ink. If you want to not deal with the absurdly high prices. But the easier way is just to find one that you could trick with third-party ink. My dad did that for the longest time with eBay stuff. Like, if you were to go out to get the ink from a store, it would have been like, what, 50 to 100? And he was buying, like, third-party, like, a whole set of cartridges for, like, 5 to 10 bucks. It was nearly, like, $1 or $2 per thing. And even cheaper if you needed only black and no color. Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday 2020 was the last time I've been to the Melting Pot. Because they had an all-you-can-eat special for like 10 bucks. And I probably ate like $100 worth of fondue. Not even joking. I tried literally the whole menu. Every single fondue they had, and every single chocolate I was physically capable of eating. Because quite a few of the main contained nuts. So I think it was only like ultimately 2 chocolates. But it was like almost a dozen different fondues. And normally I think each one at the time was like, what, 8 to 10 bucks? Not sure what they are these days. I think there's a bit over 10. But yeah, for like 10 to 20-ish bucks. I think it might have been 20 bucks. I don't remember. Maybe it was like 20 plus tax plus tip or whatever it was. But even for that, I had over $100 worth of like testing there and tried every single thing. Everything from their vegan option to my favorite. And my absolute favorite was still my favorite. So I chose correctly the first time. Because the one I was initially getting was the artichoke dip one. And after tasting literally every option they have, I can confirm that their best one is the artichoke dip. Though I do have to say, their second best, I think, was a... it was almost like a beer batter cheddar bacon, I think? Or something? I can't remember its name. But I think there was like a cheddar bacon one that I would say is their second best. But there's so many things that overkill things with bacon. Like, it's such a fast food thing to do that, you know, you can get bacon flavor anytime. You can't always get artichoke dip everywhere. Whereas if you want something cheese and bacon flavored, literally every fast food place probably has an option for that. Whereas it's a lot more unique to get the artichoke dip. And it tastes better anyways. And realistically, it's probably healthier for you anyways as well. Now, that's the healthiest of things, but you know, healthier than bacon. Am I gonna try the peanut butter patch to try to cure my allergy? I might look into it at some point. I have no intention to ever eat anything nut related though. Like, even if I magically, as of tomorrow, could eat any peanut related product in existence, I would still go about never eating them. Ever. Under any circumstance. Even if I knew it was 100% safe too. Because I haven't ate them for so long that I've gotten a taste for just not wanting them and hating their smell. So I wouldn't even want to go eat any kind of nut product even if I could. It almost reminds me of like people who are like born blind or deaf, and then they actually don't want to have their vision or hearing restored, because generally people who had it then lose it kind of want it back. Like, you know, they would go for some kind of procedure like that if it was to exist in a cheap way. But a lot of people are born with it, just kind of, you know, they're used to living like that. So in some cases, not all of them, but some of them actually prefer staying that way because it's what they know. And I feel like I'm that way with peanut allergies, where there could be a cure tomorrow that's super ridiculously cheap. And, you know, maybe I would take it just so I wouldn't have to deal with, you know, dying from it. But I wouldn't go to just, like, start eating peanut products. I'm just so used to never eating them that I still would proceed to never eat them. Even if I could. Oh, so are we getting an angel anytime tonight? We had the same problem last night. Seems to be a weekend problem for us. Because I said we'd hand out a code every angel, but we kind of need an angel to hand out a code now. I will hand out at least one, even if we get 0, but still. They're in there somewhere. Nope, I thought that was one for a second. Nope, just a useless genie that does nothing. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good week. Oh yeah, we need to go cover the weekly video tomorrow. I almost forgot about that. For whatever reason, today felt like Monday to me. I'm not sure why. But it definitely felt like a Monday. Probably because I posted like a super big video. And generally speaking, I only post super big videos on Mondays and Fridays. So to post one on Sunday made me think it was Monday. You're in Center Mirage. That's not where the angels hang out. True. You scared off all the angels here. Gotta go head to Whitehelm or something. The problem is, Whitehelm, you definitely need 25 damage to one shot. It'll be a lot slower. Also, it's the same rate everywhere. Though thematically, it would make sense to not get angels here. Mechanically, it is no different, though. It's where the fallen angels reside, true. I'll take a bad loot angel right about now. I just want to see that they exist. We've been doing really bad this weekend. I don't think this is the longest we've ever gone without an angel. But yeah, none last night, none tonight. Between the two, we're pretty much about an hour now with no angel. You got all the kingdoms on mobile to power level 5. Nice. That's a great milestone. You get an extra stat for each. I feel like that's one of the biggest times you start to notice a stat increase. Is when you can finally get 5-star all kingdom. Because the difference between base stats and 5-star all kingdom is pretty large. Larger than any of the other margins. Given that stats are still pretty low before then. And then they just shoot up like crazy out of nowhere. Empty the underworld. We technically have a battle set for every single underworld right now. We have like 30-something battles queued up. Because I never do the underworld dailies. We haven't for years now. Like 3 or 4 years? We've gone a really long time without bothering with it. Mostly because they never changed the system to be worthwhile later in the game. Just for whatever reason, doing it at level 20 is still better than 500. Which I still don't understand why they have never fixed that. It was mentioned to them multiple times before it even released. And it is still an issue to this day. 4 or 5 years later. Because that came out in 3.0. That was the big 3.0 feature, was the underworld. Hey, finally! They do exist! Oh, 100 writs, not bad. Could have been better, but that's basically a deed right there. Hey, redeem code time! And as I mentioned, we'll hand out a redeem code for every angel we find. Which, don't hold your hopes up, though. Our angel luck has been pretty unlucky lately. But there you go. Angel number 1. Let's hope we can at least find one more. Make up for last night having no angels. That is not an angel. We got mail. Oh, I assume it's the code we just handed out. Thank you, whoever claimed that for us. Got 9,500 renown. Nice. Yeah, underworld stats come in pretty slowly. Because you basically have to finish 2 factions just to get 1 stat. Though the initial ones come in a little bit quicker because you can get every single underworld faction to 100. And that gives you quite a bit of points. But beyond that, it starts getting a lot slower because you actually have to do battles in order to progress the rest of the points. Because only 1/5 of total points comes from upgrading them with Horde treasure. And most rest is from the 500 and pure faction grind. Because 1/5 is from upgrading them all to 100. 1/5 is for specifically pure faction. And then the other 3/5 is just your grind towards 500. Because I basically consider Deathless and the grind of 500 being the same thing. Because if you made it all the way to 500, you could easily do Deathless 500. And as Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on stream, helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you guys haven't checked out the Mythic tier list video either, we have posted that earlier today. It is quite a long watch. But we finally have gone over every Mythic in the game. And you can also use timestamps to find any of them as well. We have timestamped that video with 232 timestamps. Technically 116, but depends how you look at it. But, yeah, it is timestamped more than any video I've ever done. By quite a margin. If we ever do something like that again, we might need to reconsider how we do timestamps. I think I would still do it like that. But gosh, does it take forever. Are you going to scout Forest of Thorns team? I don't think they posted one. Did they? I didn't see it on the weekly posts. Unless it's on the forum version. Did they? Let me check. Because I didn't see it on this official post right here. They made no adjustment to the Forest of Thorns team. That's the one on the forum says it. Let's see. Official news. Where is it? Where's the team? Where's the show more detail button? I know this page is broken, but still. Is there not a show more thing? Seeing a show more thing. That's weird. Yeah, this page is super broken. I know it normally doesn't work, but still. I'm not sure why it hates this browser. But it does. Yeah, I don't see it on the other official one, though. There's no rework to the Forest of Thorns team for the thing. Which is the first week they haven't done it in a while now. They've actually been doing that pretty much every week. But yeah, there isn't one this week from what I could tell. Oh, they already modified the team earlier this week due to next week's holiday? Okay. That's weird. Why did they not put it in the post then? That's weird. Oh, they would still mention in the post just to kind of mention it to everyone, even if they already did it. Oh, that's funny. My computer that says the weather thing right now, it says heavy T-storms. Because heavy thunderstorms would be too long of a word. It just says T-storms. But currently I'm currently in a T-storm right now. It's raining tea. But yeah, it literally just says heavy T-storms. There's a little lightning cloud next to it. Would not be surprised if we lose electricity tonight. As long as it doesn't go out in the next several minutes. The only thing that's going to be annoying is when I want to go record the weekly video. Hopefully we'll have electricity then. Because there is a chance the Monday video might be slightly delayed if I don't have electricity in the morning. I hope I do. Should still be able to get it out tomorrow as long as we have electricity at some point. I can prep some of it on my phone as well, I just can't record it properly on the phone. I can set up the teams and everything on the phone. Honey lemon tea stores. I normally don't put lemon in teas. I do put honey in teas. Oh, Dragonite Gnome. I don't hate lemon. I just feel like it's something that doesn't really go too well in tea. He's gonna run away, isn't he? It's been a while since we've lost a Dragonite Gnome. Oh, not today. Right, let me go deny his red. There's our mana. Oh, there's our other skull. Perfect. I was going to say, we're going to cast the... What's his name at this point? No! We ultra low rolled him. The lowest roll you can get from a Dragonite Gnome is 20. And we just rolled a 20. That's so unfortunate. It happens, though. That's unfortunate. Oh, second angel, second code time. What do we get? Ooh, 5 event keys, not horrible. We can work with that. Alright, let's go ahead and have a second code. See if we can find a third. Here you guys go. Enjoy. Angel number 2. Oh yeah, I forgot to update the other merchant number. But there we go, 6 and 2. We're making a bit of a comeback on them. Definitely better than last night. If we find one more, we'll hand out one more. Probably go for about 5-10 more minutes. Several more cycles in there. It looks like we're about to get a chest. We have not gotten a Mimic all weekend, despite hitting several chest chances, including this one. Any Mimic in there? It is not a Mimic. We've got a merchant here. Let's see. We'll take the brown. I'm actually taking all the color ones now instead of just the better 3. And the main reason for that is a lot of kingdoms are going to be reaching that point very soon. So I'm just preemptively getting the stacks going. Provided we still have a decent amount of gems. Which as of lately we have been. Also so many Bane of Mercies. You know, for how good she is, I feel like I haven't used her much. As weird as that may seem. But she's one of the best in power converters we've ever gotten. And aside from those first few weeks, I haven't really used her much since then. Even though she's good for the Iron Gut build. She's good for anything that needs status effect denial. Even just a standard purple converter. All really good things that it could be used for. And of course it has that attack gain too, so it even has more synergy there. Curious to see how the one tomorrow will pan out though. Because Green Storm has been probably the most awkward storm in the entire game to set. And as of tomorrow, we have basically a new best method of setting it. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Probably even mention a team or two forward on the Monday video, since there isn't too many other things going over. Plus, there's no weekend event to go over, so... Because I can't go over teams for Arena, because, you know, you can't pre-make teams for Arena. Gotta draft them. So we might just mention something for that. Team or two. Because she is pretty relevant. I don't want to give her own video, but gotta mention at least a team or two for her on Monday. She is a decently relevant thing. Actually, aside from Bane of Mercy, she might be the second most relevant thing we've gotten from Glory this year. With Bane of Mercy being the most relevant. She has it from ability and trait, technically. She has Empower Greenstorm. So theoretically it's both. Like, it's specifically her ability, but she has Empower, so, you know, it's technically from trait as well. But, yeah, she has Empower Greenstorm into Green Convert. It's basically Summer. What's that one troop? Something of Summer. Gosh, why can I not remember that one Summer troop? But it's basically Summer. Oh, we got a third Angel. Nice. Well, third redeem code time. Oh, no. I think it's 2 blues. Oh, no, what's better? 1 deed or 2 deeds? But the 1 deed is any deed of choice. It's probably 2 deeds. You're getting double the deeds, but you're forced into blue. Oh, don't click none. But yeah, it would have to be blue. As nice as the choice is, double the amount of deeds just seems better. Anyways, third code time. Here you guys go. Enjoy. And now no more. If we somehow find another angel. Capping at 3. Oh, why wouldn't it let me cut? There we go. Yeah, Child of Summer, that was the one. Thank you. But yeah, it's basically Child of the Summer, but for green instead of red. Is basically the troop we're getting tomorrow. And Child of Summer was pretty relevant. Actually, that reminds me, I still need to change my defend team into Child of Summer. The only reason I'm using Tapon on the one team is because I was using Child of Summer on a different one. And I never bothered switching it back. Also, I forgot to update the other merchant too, but there we go. But we're actually doing pretty good on Angel Merchant this time. But, yeah, Child of Summer was pretty good. And it was for the red mechanic, and we're getting the same thing tomorrow, but for green. It'll be interesting to see how it pans out. I feel like it'll be even more relevant for green, just because green has less options to storm, whereas red has so many. It has perpetual red off of hero. It has many mythics that can end up doing red storm. A lot of good utility troops can end up doing it. Whereas there are very, very few options with green storm currently in the game. With generally the previous most relevant one being like hero with green storm. But now you're going to see a lot of Empower Green instead. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Because a lot of teams couldn't really fit like the Green Storm at start of battle String Fiddler. Because the only team that really fit that was like the 4x Goblin build. Wow, 4 Angels. When did we get so lucky on Angels all of a sudden? And by lucky, I mean in numerical number, not in loot specifically. Because gosh, is that bad. But, yeah, we went so dry for a while, and now it's like 4 Angels in 10-20 minutes. Complete 180 there. Also, thank you, Humberto. Your luck has rubbed off on me. Yeah, we'll go for one more cycle after this one. Actually, we'll make this the last cycle. Oh, we'll do one more after this one. Keep up the luck streak a little longer. Got a bit of souls in there. Nice, max roll souls. Love to see it. 5,000 souls adds up pretty quickly. As Isabel mentioned, if anyone still wants to join the guild, we do have 1 spot left. If you could do 2 million plus gold, all guild-related events. We do have a spot left. And we need to fill it before Guild War. Which is, I believe, not next week, but the week after that. We have like 1 week to go. Yeah, that 4th Angel loot was pretty bad. The only really good one we had was the 2 Blue Deed one we just had 2 Angels ago. The other ones are pretty average, or below average loot. Alright, final cycle. Can we get anything? Maybe a 5th Angel to round it out. Well, I feel like regardless what color it was, I would have actually taken the double deed. Even if it was like 2... I don't know, what's the worst one these days? Brown? Even if it's 2 brown or 1 of any color, I still feel like I would have taken the one that is 2 brown. Or, you know, double the amount. These are eventually going to be useful. At some point. So you might as well get double the value. Ah, there we go. Hey, Tribute's not ready yet. I'm actually surprised. Wait, when did I take Tribute then if it's not ready yet? And there's the 3 codes we handed out. If you claim all, there's 6 treasure maps, 3 gem keys, 600 souls, and 7,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. But anyways, yeah, any other questions? I guess otherwise, if you haven't checked out the Mythic tier list video, worked really hard on it, definitely make sure to go take it a look. If it interests you, we went over all 116 Mythics in the game. That's up on the channel, and has all the timestamps if you only want to look at a few things. Otherwise, it is a 4-hour-long thing you could go sleep to or something. Leave it on in the background. But anyways, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. I'll be covering the weekly video tomorrow, and yeah, just go from there. Standard weekly video, and tomorrow night we'll be able to clear out all the things for next week's events, as well as mess with the really good new troop that's coming out tomorrow. One of the more relevant glory troops we've gotten all year, so be interesting to see how it pans out, as it's probably the 2nd strongest we've gotten this year so far as the current 6 months halfway through. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and enjoy your week. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hey, there's Tribute. Wait. Look at that Tribute come in. 30. I got a 32 before the thing, which is actually a 34, but there we go. We end on Tribute.